Hello, good morning. Those who thought mathematics is difficult is only because they do not understand how simple mathematics is. Mathematics is one of the major courses that gives us the privilege to use different methodologies for the same problem. So today I want to show you one of them. In this tutorial, I will show you 5 different ways in which you can find the maximum or minimum of a quadratic function. But first of all, you need to know what it means by maximum or minimum of a quadratic equation. The maximum or minimum of a quadratic equation is the value of y on the peak of parabola of a quadratic equation. And there are 2 ways in which you can determine whether a quadratic function has minimum value or maximum value. If a is greater than 0, the function is going to have a minimum value. And while if a is less than 0, the quadratic function is going to have maximum value. So this means that this quadratic function is going to have a minimum value. There is a particular coordinate at this peak, which is known as vertex. So the value of y on that peak is the minimum of the quadratic function. This is the general form of a quadratic function. So the very first method I'm going to use is by transforming the quadratic equation into vertex form. The vertex form of a quadratic equation is given as y equals ax minus h squared plus k. Vertex is a coordinate of h and k. So if you have a negative value here, you are going to obtain the positive one. If it is positive, you take the negative. The minimum of the quadratic equation is going to be y equals to k, this value, this particular value. So now let us see how we can transform this. The equation is given as first step. You are going to group the first and the second term and let the third term alone, which is the constant term. So we are going to have something like this: x squared plus 2x. You give a space because we are going to add a particular number here, the minus 3, which is this term, the constant term. We are going to transform these 2 terms into a perfect square. We are going to take half of the coefficient of x, which is 1, and square it, and it's still going to give us 1. Then we add 1 here. This is a perfect square quadratic function. We have added 1 to the quadratic function, but initially it does not have 1, so we are going to subtract to the other side. Y now equals x, because it's the perfect square, plus half of the coefficient of x, which is 1 squared. Then minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. The minimum value is minus 4, and minus 4, you know, is the value of y. This is method number 1. Then method number 2, we are going to take the derivative of this function, dy over dx, which is also a slope. If you differentiate this first term, you're going to obtain 2x. If you differentiate the second term, you're going to obtain 2. And the last term, which is a constant term, the derivative of a constant term is 0. We are going to solve for x at dy over dx equals to 0. So we are going to obtain 2x plus 2 equals to 0. Then 2x will be equal to negative 2. If you divide both sides by 2, x will now be equal to negative 1. This value of x equal to negative 1 is the value of x at the vertex of that quadratic graph. So we are going to substitute for x in the main equation. Y equals to, then we substitute for x minus 1 squared plus 2 times minus 1, then minus 3. Y will be equal to, this is 1 minus 2 minus 3. Y equals 1 minus 2 is minus 1, then minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Therefore, the minimum is minus 4, the same answer. By using the value of x at line of symmetry, The line of symmetry is a line that divides a parabola into two equal halves and is also a value of x. And to obtain that value, you are going to add the two roots of that quadratic equation and divide them by 2. You are going to obtain the value of x at the line of symmetry, and the line of symmetry will lead you directly on the peak, which is the vertex of that quadratic graph, and the corresponding value of y at that point is the minimum value of this quadratic equation. That is a shortcut for that one. X equals to negative v divided by 2a. And now x equal to negative b is negative 2 divided by 2 times the coefficient of x squared, which is a, and is 1 here. And this will give us minus 2 divided by 2. And now x equals to negative 1. Now y equals to minus 1 squared plus 2 times minus 1, then minus 3. This is 1 minus 2 minus 3. This is the value of y. Then y equals to minus 4. And this is the minimum value of this quadratic equation. Method number 4, by using formula y equals to 4ac minus b squared divided by 4a. By substituting these values of a, b, and c in this equation, you are going to obtain the minimum value of this quadratic function. So now let's substitute. You know that a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. So we have 4 times 1 is still 4. Let me write it. And c is the last term, which is the constant term, minus b squared, the coefficient of the middle term, which is 2 squared, divided by 4 times 1, because a is the coefficient of x squared. This is negative 12 minus, this is 4, divided by 4 times 1 is 4. This is equal to negative 16 divided by 4. And y is now equals to negative 4. And negative 4 is the minimum value of this quadratic equation. So the last one, which I will not solve for you, but I will show you how it is going to be. The last one is by constructing the graph of this quadratic equation. Roughly, it is going to look like this, which is a smile graph. And these are the root of the equation. And this is y-axis, while this remains x-axis. After constructing the graph, on the peak of this curve, where exactly it takes a turn, the value of y at that point must be negative 4. And that negative 4 is going to be the minimum value of this quadratic function. So stay home, stay safe, keep reading.